This is the B side of things. Let's see, how's the roads layout? That goes to the woods. So let's go through the big road first, I think. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of sprint to my locations for now until I eventually get a horse. I need to unlock more fast travel locations too, and all, etc., etc. There's Trotsky Castle. Eventually, we'll get there too. Eventually, at some point in time. I don't think Trotsky Castle is unlocked until you do all the other stuff first. So you can't even get in there yet. I don't think there's any business for me to do. Combat is going to be very dangerous for me right now until I unlock certain abilities. So hopefully I don't get into too many combat situations. Alright, there's hunting spots. We found a deer hunting spot. Oh, there's a nest nearby somewhere. Where is it? It's over here. Yeah, there's a little thing you can do with nest. Ah, is that it? No. Can't see it. There's a nest like somewhere. Oh, try and find a nest that I can see a little bit better. I was like, I don't know where this nest is. Oh. Thistles. I do need more thistle. Hopefully the area I'm going to be going to has some drying racks. Okay, that's enough thistle. Shit, where's the path? I got a little topsy-turvy. That's probably more thistle. Is it? Yeah. More thistle. There's nettle. These are flowers I can't pick. Found another nest. Ah, see, this one I can see. All right. So there's a little trick you can do. There we go. Ah. How is that in the nest? I have no fucking clue, but that's my first blacksmithing object. Okay, here's the town I need to go to. This is where the blacksmith lives. Polish off. Who be living here? Hennick? Like how we know the name already. A sharpening wheel, smithy. Alright, he's the guy I'll need to talk to. See if there's anything else around here, because there's usually a lot of things to like discover. Is there anything in there? Can't go in there anyway. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. We got a fist fight.
Come on, then.
My God, how terrible!
Why did you do that?
Who wants to put a bet? The guy in the red cap wins or the guy in the brown cap wins? Thinking the guy in the red cap's gonna win.
Big mistake, you cunt.
Huh?
You're having a chance.
Yeah, the guy in the brown cap's not doing so well.
The next blow will send you to hell. You ought to be ashamed.
Mary, mother of
God, he knocked him out with a kick. Holy shit. Is this a grocer? I'm sure that guy's not waking up anytime soon, lady. Yeah, this looks like a grocer. Cool. Found myself a grocer. So now we can buy food materials if need be. I'm gonna wash myself real quickly. Okay. Not a drying rack. I need to see if this place has a drying rack. Oh. Drying rack in here. Can't go in there though. I hate that there's drying racks you cannot access.
God bless.
God bless you. Might as well talk to you.
What do you want?
Let's see what you trade. Pretty much she'll trade whatever the innkeep trades. So cheap wine, cooked beef, cooked chicken. How am I doing on nourishment? Eventually I'll need to eat, but I think I'll be good for now. Oh, sells mint. Painted dye. Sells the badges for the dye game. That's about it.
Maybe next time then.
Oh, there's the innkeeper.
What will it be?
Let's see. What's going on around town?
What's new around here?
Vostotek. Lord von Beregov's huntsman is a regular here. He might have some work for you. He's got a cottage near Vidlak Pond. So if you know your way around the woods, you could go and offer him your help. I hope he hasn't started drinking somewhere else. He's my best customer. You could also stop by and see Old Mouth. He's the local storyteller. He could tell you all sorts of interesting things. But only if you bring him some liquor. Don't forget,
I mean-
I have some here to sell, if you want.
Oh.
I'm working on a little practical joke myself. We have this little dispute with the Gelievites. You might be interested. And that's all I'd say.
Sounds interesting. Thank you, innkeeper.
I mean, due to the fact you can get your ass kicked by literally almost anyone in this game, I'd say it's pretty realistic. Like a stray fucking arrow can kill you. It was like, fuck. If you're not wearing like chainmail and heavy plated armor, arrows will most likely gonna get you killed. Someone has a crossbow, piss off the wrong person, they pull out a crossbow, you're fucking dead.
You're having problems with the Gelievites?
Not just me, my friend. They're the biggest bastards around. They've been nothing but trouble for years. The winter before last, they piled snow in front of everyone's doors at night, so no one could get out of their house. And last year, they broke into my cellar and pissed in my beer barrel.
Gracious.
Oh shit.
I hope you got your aim back on them.
Not yet, no. But since you're here, I've got a plan you could help me out with. I'd pay you well. You can count on that.
So what do you want me to do?
What exactly would you like me to do?
Don't worry. I won't make you do any shoveling or pissing anything. But I'll tell you exactly what I have in mind, only after you promise to help me. I'd hate to reveal my plan, only for you to go off and tell the Gelievites right away.
Sure.
All right. I'll help you.
Listen up then. Old Olbram. the owner of the biggest plot of land in Zhelyov, has this beautiful bull. White as snow he is, the finest animal far and wide. Obviously, he's very proud of it. Very protective, too. Now you, will give his beautiful snow-white bull a nice new coat of paint. Olbram is going to lose his mind. Simple, right?
Sure. Seems like it.
Painting a bull, eh? That sounds like fun.
Right. We just have to work out a few details. First, we have to get some paint. I don't reckon we'll be able to get any here in the village. But you can try and ask Bartoszek, the tailor in Trotskovitz. I hear he dyes his own fabric. And after that, we'll have to make sure the bull stays still while you're painting it. Try asking Radovan, the local blacksmith. I hear he can make some kind of sleeping potion. If you pour it in the bull's water trough, I'm sure it'll do the trick. But watch
To
out.
drug the bull.
That beast is enormous. You'd better put at least 3 doses of the potion in there.
Jesus. Well, I guess it makes sense.
All right, then. Olbram's bull will be getting a new coat of paint.
Olbram's going to lose his mind. I can't wait. And remember, it's supposed to be a joke. If you get caught or something goes wrong, the whole thing will be ruined.
Right. So I need paint, sleeping potions, and to not get caught.
Why do you hate each other?
Why do you and the Zhelyov lot hate each other so much, anyway?
It's their fault. They keep playing tricks on us. Olbram's the worst of them all. The nasty old codger. He's always coming up with ways to mess with us. He's the one that stole our pasture.
What pasture did they steal from you?
The one that stretches from the orchard behind the Takov down to the gamekeeper's lodge. It's been ours since time immemorial, but the Zhelyevites took it from us.
So how did they take it?
And how did they take it from you? You can't exactly stuff a pasture in your purse and walk away with it.
Save the jokes, will you? This is fucking serious. There's a tree down by the gamekeeper's lodge that marks the edge of our land. My father, God rest his soul, was there when they agreed on it. He got a proper ass kicking so he'd remember it. And remember it he did. But then fucking Olbram came along, claiming it was the other way around. And that pasture belonged to Zhelyov.
I love this smart artistry of like Henry. He's just a smart ass all the fucking time.
Well, can't you all just reach some kind of agreement?
Do you think we haven't tried? But there's no talking to the Zhelyevites. Year after year we meet in that pasture. I tell it like it was, but Olbram always starts spewing his lies. Then we end up arguing until the sun sets. And when the Zhelyevites are at wit's end, they come at us, and nothing ever gets solved. We managed to convince them to at least give us back half the pasture. But I know the whole bloody thing belongs to us. We can't just leave things like this.
I mean, they gave you at least half of it back. I mean, come on.
Have you tried asking Lord von Burgos for help?
Of course, but he'd have none of it. He said it's up to the Trotskovitz bailiff to sort it out. But the bailiff couldn't care less. He said we should deal with Olbram ourselves, or he'll have us caned and clapped in the pillory.
How much would it be to have a room?
Can I spend the night here?
Not a chance. Go back to where you came from, you wastrel.
Is it because of my clothes? Son of a bitch. Oh no, I'm not gonna be able to friggin' rent a room until I get a better clothes. You shitting me? Oh my god, this game's a little too realistic sometimes. Fuck me. God damn it, I can't even rent a room. Would it be better to at least walk around with no shirt? This will look a little bit better without this shit. Alright, it's time to work. I'm here about the job.
I'm here then.
Leveled
said in
up
the ale
instantly.
house that you could do with a helping hand at the forge, didn't you?
I could. My last two hands, well, they're not worth mentioning. And what with the wedding coming up, the work is piling up. Ah, what's your name? Henry?
That's right.
You should know, Henry. The blacksmithing isn't for everyone. Have you done it before?
Yeah. I basically grew up in the forge. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test,
Okay.
so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it?
Sure thing. I can get started right away.
Great. Find some iron and get started then.
Iron?
You can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have
I
your own
wish.
stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge.
I mean, technically, you can make a sword out of butter. You just gotta freeze it to the point to where you can kind of like
Go over to the
it's
anvil.
frozen. You can sharpen it in a weird way, refreeze it again, and then you only have a short period of time to use the butter sword before it gets real brittle. All right, let's do our first
Furnace
attempt
cold.
at.
Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up, bit by bit. Try poking it around for a bit.
All right. They just want me to move it. I can't bellow it though.
Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. Works the bellow.
All right, just gotta keep an eye out on the color.
You can tell the temperature by the color, but you won't be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out from time to time to take a look. Try it out.
Let's see, inspect. That looks pretty fucking hot to me, dude.
See? It's the color of straw, which is what you want. And you heated the whole thing up. Nicely done. Now you can go straight to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it.
Hopefully I don't have any stick drift. It doesn't look it. All right.
Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times. See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better.
I'm so tired.
Hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are.
I'm so tired. Eventually I don't have to worry about that. Wait a second.
What is it? You're not tired, are you? That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it.
Yeah.
To hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things.
Henry, why are you so weak?
And continue on the other side. Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll
Alright.
cool off soon anyway.
Holy crap.
Hurry up now. It's cooling and you're not doing anything.
I'm trying to regain my breath, apparently. Holy shit. Henry, come on, man. You're killing me.
Hurry up now. It's cooling and you're not doing anything.
Come on, Henry.
It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace.
Eventually I can.
Sometimes
Once Henry's get better stamina, which I think is his vitality. No, wait, it's his.
get back
I think it's his vitality.
all up again, like before. Bloody hell. What's the hold up? The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil.
All right, Henry, we gotta work on your stamina, dude.
Hear that? Besides the spark, you can tell a good strike by the sound of it. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by. There you go. You've got
Yeah.
all that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done.
Without all his interruptions and all that, I could probably make a way better sword. And once I actually get like a, better stamina and everything like that, we won't be tired out as fast. Yep, just a normal hunting sword.
Right. Let's have a look. Very nice work. Your father taught you the trade well.
He'd certainly be happy to hear that.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, you've definitely got a job here.
Oh yeah.
Even so, keep in mind, it's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's why you can't let it get cold, or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, each strike falling right next to the last one, you can't go wrong. Got that? Or is there something else you want to ask about?
What good does it do me to whistle while I work?
It makes you work to a rhythm. You won't get tired so quickly, and the iron feels it.
And I think there's a total of like 3 or 4 rhythms you can go by.
How do I know a good strike from a bad one?
By the sparks that fly up,
Uh-huh.
and by the ring.
That'll change the
Rings have
quality.
a different sound when you do it right.
And if you hear that beautiful cling, that means you hit it good.
What's the right way to heat up the workpiece?
Do it till it turns the color of straw. Ideally, the color should be the same everywhere. If your forging's going to be even, the main thing is, don't work it cold. You just ruin it. But don't overheat it either. As soon as sparks start to fly off it in the furnace, take it out.
Yeah, you gotta let it cool down too.
Why should I forge evenly?
If you keep hammering the same spot, you'll never finish it. You'll just fuck it up. But jumping from one end to the other ain't a good idea neither. You'd end up working unevenly. The best thing to do is aim each strike next to the one before.
How will I know it's finished?
Notice the shape. The closer you are to finishing, the more precise the shape it will have.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
Excuse me.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed.
Cool.
And there's a
Woodshed.
chest where you can keep your things. And of course,
Sweet.
you can use the forge anytime you want. Any questions?
Where can I get the materials?
Where can I get materials?
You can buy some essentials from me.
Of
But if
course.
you want to make a fancy sword with lots of ornamentation, you'll have to look elsewhere. This is just a village, you know. The locals ain't after luxury. They can't afford it neither.
And I'm going to forge my own swords. What can I do with the items I forged?
What can I do with the items I've forged?
Well, you can sell them, though you probably won't have much luck around here. But I'll happily buy some of the nicer things from you.
Where exactly is my bed?
At the side of the house, there are 2 doors and a wheelbarrow between them. You go in by the rear door, next to the woodshed, and you can put your things in the chest there. Don't worry, nobody will steal them.
Hopefully.
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to be idle. I'll find you some work to do right away. You're pretty good at swords, but what the locals really need is axes and horseshoes. Right. Here are some simple drawings that show what they're both supposed to look like. And some
Sweet.
iron. You can get down to it right away.
Just like that? You aren't going to help me?
Sakura, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. I'm not going to look over your shoulder all bloody day. You...
One sec.